Welcome to Crowdfunding Comebacks,
a podcast for those creators and crowdfunders who don't always do things perfect the first time.
This podcast is for all those failed crowdfunding campaigns.
For those who were laughed at.
For those who were told to go out and get a real job.
This is for the fighters.
The underdogs.
It's the entrepreneurs who never quit.
This is Crowdfunding Comebacks.
Brought to you by LaunchLeader.com.
With your host, ZacBob.
So this one right here is called the Hiker. This is one of our first models that actually was on the Kickstarter page and has done really well, so we've been sticking with it. So it's high top, obviously, fully waterproof with a gusseted tongue. Has a pretty aggressively lugged outsole too, so really good traction for on the trail or in the snow. There's also a shank underfoot, so a lot of hiking boot technologies, but looks a little bit different, a little more casual, a little younger than most of what you'd see on the shelves at an outdoor store. So this one's called the Hiker.
And that's fully waterproof, right?
Yeah, fully waterproof. Yeah, it's an internal membrane. So instead of an outer treatment on the materials, which we would call a DWR treatment, this is an internal membrane. So if you're scuffing your shoes on some rocks or something like that, it's never going to wear off. It's an internal membrane.
Now, is this the original version from the Kickstarter video, or is this like version like 3.0 or something now?
We've made a few changes to it, mainly just kind of material updates for durability, stuff like that. We added a different color lace on there. So it ships with actually two sets of laces. There's the original one, which was on the Kickstarter, which is the green lace, or it comes with the pop, and you can choose which one you want to use. But other than that, it's pretty much unchanged from the one that was on the Kickstarter.
Right on.
And then I brought one of our low tops, which came out this past spring. This one's called the Banks. Again, kind of hard to see with the light there, but it's on the same outsole as the Clyde there, so it's an EVA wedge, a little softer underfoot, more of an athletic, lower profile look to it, and it's all leather, suede, and then this durable canvas. It looks kind of like a denim material here. So this one, not waterproof, instead it's focused more on breathability, so it's more of a spring and summer shoe.
Okay. And now,
retail for this guy is $100.
How much?
This one's $100. This guy is $120. And this one is $130.
And your campaign has ended, for a while, but they can go to Forsake.com to find out more, right?
Forsake.com, and you can purchase all the shoes directly from us right there.
All right, let's jump into our little lightning round that we got here. I got 3 questions for you. Best tip for a creator in the planning stages of a crowdfunding campaign?
I would say my tip is to create as many stories as you can. Try to identify everything that makes your project or your product or whatever you're kickstarting, whatever makes it different, whatever gives you that point of differentiation. Try to use that as much as you can, create stories around that, and try to leverage it as much as you can.
All right, now let's go on to question number 2. Biggest lesson learned from running your second Kickstarter campaign?
Keep getting more buzz and more momentum going. You just got to keep, working hard at it every single day. You can't take a break.
All right, and now for our third and final question. Best advice for a creator or crowdfunder who's coming off a not-so-perfect campaign?
My biggest piece of advice is that your failure in the first campaign can be your biggest key to success for your second one. So you've got to take all the lessons that you learned for why your first one was not successful, try to learn as much as you possibly can from that first campaign and apply it and make your second one better. And everything that, was a downside for your first one, make that a positive for your second campaign. And also utilize those backers from your first campaign. Those people are sold. They're sitting there. They're waiting for this product to happen. They wanted it in the first place. So you got to utilize them and really get them behind the second project to get your momentum going early.
And I'm glad you said that about utilizing backers too, because I was already thinking, I'm going to piggyback on this and say, yeah, definitely utilize those backers. Because, as you said, that was one of the main differences from the first campaign to the second campaign was those backers, the fact that they jumped on board for that early, to establish that early momentum with the second Kickstarter campaign. Yeah,
definitely. They were instrumental for sure.
So, for anybody out there that's like nervous or scared or kind of shy to take that jump, I think you would agree to go ahead and take that leap, right?
Yeah, I would say make sure you're ready to do it first. Make sure you do a lot of research, really have a plan for executing either your first or your second, whichever one it is. But yeah, I'd say, put it out there, see what happens. That's the best way to kind of find out if your idea can sink or swim.
Yeah, and if it doesn't go right, maybe you'll get enough backers, like 600 backers, and then you can go ahead and run another campaign and just crush it, just like Forsake did.
Yeah, there's always another option.
But I want to appreciate you and thank you for coming on the show and sharing everything about Forsake.
Yeah, thanks a lot for having me.
Thanks for listening to Crowdfunding Comebacks. And if I could trouble you to leave a 5-star review on iTunes, I would appreciate it. You can leave the review by searching iTunes for Crowdfunding Comebacks, or you can go to crowdfundingcomebacks.com. We're currently in the new and noteworthy section of iTunes, so reviews are a tremendous help and extremely vital. So thank you for your participation and all your help. Happy crowdfunding. ZacBob out.